Today on American Indian, we continue our coffee and deli adventure by heading south to the ever-growing suburb of Gurgaon, a hub for IT professionals and startups that offers a wide range of cross-cultural food and drink options, coffee being among them. We drop in for an interview with the man behind the roasting of Blue Tokai, then visit the roasters at Finca and take a trip to their Busy Bean outlet in the South Point Mall. Rohan reacts to different kinds of coffee, and we take a look at some of the popular preparation methods being used in Delhi. All that and more today on American Indian.
We're an American family living in India. We love food, film, language, culture, and making new friends. Join our adventures from America to India and beyond.
The young and ever-expanding suburb of Gurgaon is carving out a niche for itself in this market. I got a chance to interview Matt of Blue Tokai Coffee Roasters to hear how they got into the business. Okay, so the first question, why and how did your company start?
The company started because my wife and I, we used to live in Chennai, and in the south there's a very strong coffee culture. So you can go to any sort of neighborhood and there'll be a small kiosk or store that sells maybe not the best quality coffee or the freshest coffee, but they have whole beans and they'll grind it for you and you can mix and match from that coffee. When we moved to Delhi 2 years ago, there was we couldn't find any of that. All the coffee that we found was either sort of mass roasted months ago and sitting on shelves or very low quality coffee. So we thought we wanted to sort of make high quality coffee available here in Delhi. So what we did is we went and we visited the farms in the south. We found out who was growing really high quality coffee, met with those farmers, and they were actually exporting almost all of the good coffee out to places like Australia, the UK, the US. And we thought that coffee should be made available locally here. The farmers were not very convinced that there would be demand for sort of high quality coffee in India. They felt that you should use a chicory blend or a robusta blend, lower quality coffees that we weren't necessarily interested in. But we convinced them, and so they sold us the coffee, and we launched 2 years ago.
Rohan reacts to coffee. What do you think of coffee? Well, you've got to work on your drinking etiquette. Could you tell me your thoughts on the Busy Bean coffee? So you think it's pretty good? I mean, do you think it's is it more of a nutty, smoky flavor, or is it a coffee term flavor? Yeah, I see. So how does it compare to, say, Starbucks coffee? I think you just said awesome.
The coffee Rohan sampled was from Busy Bean down in Gurgaon in the DLF South Point Mall.
How is it?
The guys behind Busy Bean are the roasters at Finca Specialty Coffees.
The purpose of this business is to get freshly roasted coffee beans to all the coffee fans out here in Delhi. We have been in business for the last 10 years.
Coffee all day long.
Any day, any time.
Yeah, this is a hidden perk in our business.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay for our coffees.
Yeah. Whether the order is for 2 kilograms or whether the order is for 200 kilograms by our customers, we roast on demand only. We have a finished goods inventory of 0 every day. We don't stop in selling.
I'll just interrupt. This coffee is a perishable commodity. Very few are aware of it because the moment the coffee is out of the roaster, it starts to stale. And this business is all about keeping the freshness of the coffee intact, so that if you have that coffee within 15 days of roasting, then you get the maximum flavor profile of that coffee.
One of our blends has been reviewed by the world's leading coffee gurus, Kenneth Davids. It's a blend called Monsoon Mist, and you can find this review on coffeereview.com. Upsharp. Absorbs a lot of moisture. It's a unique taste to it. This is Indian specialty grade of coffee bean.
This is Monsoon Malabar.
This is Monsoon Malabar.
And then this
is a Mysore Nugget Extra Bold. M&AB. Plantation AA. This is P-Berry.
So right now, this entire 10 years, I think is more of an education that we have been doing to the market. because the awareness about coffee in India and in Delhi is pretty low. It's growing, and we think that if we invest our time in educating the market and educating the customer, might be not now, but down the lane we'll definitely see the coffee awareness or the third wave of coffee coming to Delhi. You will roast it in a fashion called drum roaster. It's a big drum, you put the coffee to the top, it goes inside, it spins around, and there's a flame which gives hot air. So we roast it in drum with hot air. So we're going to start a roast now. So here we are putting the beans into the drum.
This is the concept of stock and sell. So last 11 years, one of us has always been present in it. That's our commitment to the product, to our customers, to the freshness, to the philosophy that we believe in.
See, what we, the main concept behind Busy Bean was to get the look and feel. Like on the net, obviously, if I see a blend, I can't make out anything out of it. I only go by what has been described in that. So here in Busy Bean, what we do is we get the bean right on the table. So you see the bean, you crush it, you smell it, you get the aroma, then you say, okay, this is the bean I want to have. So then you can tell the barista, okay, I want a shot of it, or I want a French press, I want a pour over. You drink it, you feel good, you buy it. You don't like it, might be next time we'll try another bag. So we got blends and we got seasonality also in the blends. Like sometimes we get some estate coffee also limited quantities. That also you can try out. So what here you give a lot of flexibility to the customer and decide. I don't impose my idea of a coffee one.
I decided to take advantage of the expertise of interview subjects and ask them about their favorite coffees and brew methods.
We are very, very different when it comes to the taste of our coffee. Like I normally don't like the dark roasted coffee. He likes dark roasted coffee. Might be for me is a blend called Solitaire, which I can have at any time of the day.
Want one specific? Obviously, we have two blends. One of them is called Verona, the other one is called Noir. These are largely Vienna roast blends. You actually feel the power of the roast. These blends really bring out the artisan part of roasting in us.
My favorite coffee is the Nachamai estate coffee that we have. It's from a small farm in Tamil Nadu. It's actually most of the estates that we work with are large companies that export their coffee, so they have very massive plantations. This is a small-scale farmer who is in the process of converting his entire estate over to organic, and so we only have a small quantity, but it's roasted very lightly and it has a great acidity and a chocolatey finish that I really like.
My favorite coffee is Mocha Shirasi coffee from Yemen. Hands down, it just has an amazing flavor profile. They're these little beans. They look like nothing. They're not pretty. They're not fancy. Sometimes they even get stuck in my machine because they're so small. Chocolate and plum. Just this amazing combo of flavors. And yeah, it's just amazing.
And then, what is your favorite way to brew coffee?
Well, my way is that I use the Italian pot, the mocha, where we have the water down below and we put it on the gas. We allow the steam to pass through and bring it on the top. It gives a more stronger cup of coffee. So very normal. You put the water down below up to this mark. You place the filter. You fill this with coffee powder. And now you put this on gas, or now also on induction it goes. You keep it at low fire, so then it takes 5 to 6 minutes for water to convert to steam. It pumps through, so the release of flavor and the strength is maximum in this version.
Definitely, hands down, I prefer the pour over, and specifically the Hario V60 pour over method. Really feel like it gets a good, quick extraction, and the coffee tastes amazing.
I brew a lot of pour-over coffees. I find it's convenient for making one cup or multiple cups, and the flavors really come through using the pour-over. It's good for black coffee, and that's how I drink the coffee usually. So.
We can't cover all of coffee here in Delhi, so if you have a favorite spot, tell us about it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this month's Coffee in Delhi edition of American Indian. Every month we'll be taking on new cross-cultural adventure. Not all of them specific to Delhi, but next month's will be once again with a special Walking Delhi adventure. So please check back. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. Thank you very much.